This also means that if we were to cut a certain branch, if I were to cut this branch over here, that all the information that is living under this branch might become irrelevant, right? So we cut this branch and the information, the branches that flow out of that one die down. And the deeper the cut that we make, the more of the tree dies down. And this is what we call a paradigm shift, when there's a very deep, fundamental piece of knowledge that all of a sudden changes. And I think a very famous example is when it was first discovered that actually the sun is not turning around the earth, but the earth is turning around the sun, right? That's a very deep branch out of which a lot of different knowledge was already being built. And all of a sudden we realize this thing over here wasn't true to begin with. And that made all of this knowledge over here obsolete or wrong. And the thing with these deep shifts is that they're very uncomfortable. We don't like to go that deep. There's a reason why Socrates got executed when he just kept asking why. People don't like being confronted with the deep and uncomfortable questions. And this goes both for the questions about ourselves, right? The reflective and insightful questions, but this also goes about our knowledge. It's much easier to just say, yes, this branch exists. We know it. We've tested it. It's scientifically proven. And then sort of stilt any argument at that level. But real science, real interrogation of knowledge is actually about trying to figure out, is that thing that we believed really true? And if you look at the track record of humanity, over and over and over again, we've proved to ourselves that actually we might think something is true, and then we realize this whole branch over here turned out to be false. And that is painful, it is confronting, it is a lot of effort and energy that went into developing all that knowledge, but it's still the best thing to do because we want to operate from truth. We want to operate from reality because knowledge is about influencing reality. So we can have all the wistful thinking that we want, but if it's not going to get us to the place where we want to go, it's not true knowledge. So always we want to try to find the deepest levels, the deepest branches, and improve the tree as a whole.